Welcome to Dream Chaser Diaries podcast for those women who dream about it and make it happen. Today we're going to have a special guest, my friend Nathalie, that she is the person of the Robbie life. And she not only is an amazing woman, but actually is one of the influencers that inspired me to start. In this episode, you're going to find a lot of tips that had helped her to go and be constant in this social media influencer career. And not only that, but also she's a mom and also has a business as a photographer. So don't miss this episode and don't forget to follow, like, and share if you like it. So here are with Nathalie. Welcome to Dream Chaser Podcast Diaries. So right now, I have to tell that I have in front of me one of the most amazing women that I have met through Instagram or social media.
Thank you, Danny. Oh my God.
And I'm going to tell you why. Once I moved from Atlanta to Miami, and then I was already creating content from Atlanta, and then I saw your page. And I follow you because it was amazing. And everything was so curated. All the outfits were so beautiful. And I really love fashion. And the way that you always keep your classic style, but also glammy and girly. And I remember, and I will never forget, I was like, Danny, I used to have my 9 to 5 job. And I would say, Danny, you know what's going on? I have why you don't take this serious about the content creation? And then I had a friend that she invited me for an event in Wynwood. And it was like some speakers. And then she told me about the speakers. And I'm like, I already follow her. And she was amazing. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going. And then I actually met Nathalie in person. And I will never forget. I always have this reminder in Instagram when back then.
Yep, the pictures
we took, and it was like we connected so well.
Yes,
and it was like I really. What happened also to me was like you have sometimes an idea of a person that you follow in social media and you admire, and then you go in person, then you realize it's a completely different person.
Yep.
And for me, it was like, no, she's authentic. This is the way she is. And I really love that about you. And that's why I have you here, because you are one of the most amazing bloggers that inspire me to continue working in this.
Oh,
And you mean a lot to me. And thank you for being here. And
of course.
I know this is a Dream Chaser Diaries podcast. So this is for dream chasers like you and I. And I want to tell you this in person because you mean a lot to me.
Oh, you mean a lot to me.
I chased that dream that I had back then, and I'm here. Don't cry. Well, if you need to cry, cry. We are in a safe place. And that's why you're here. You're very special to me. You inspire me to follow my dreams, to chase my dreams. And that's why you're here. And I want to introduce you with this motivation and speaking very good about you, because I think your story and what you do inspire other women. And I want that you tell us your story to this community. Tell us what inspired you to start your blog.
Well, before I say anything, I want to say that you inspire me. I'll never forget the day that we met. I literally remember when you came up to me, and I'll never forget it.
And I'm like, I'm going to hug
you. Yes. And then I started following you back, and then there have been times doing this that I have wanted to stop, and I would always look at you and I'll be like, no, you keep motivating me. And now we're moms. I remember we would see each other in events and we knew we were trying, and it was just like, and we were pregnant like
almost the same time. It's like 3 months difference.
So I will always cherish our friendship.
Thank you.
Oh my God, you're the best.
Yeah, we were like trying in this struggle to get pregnant, and I was like, I tried this. Did you try this? Have you tried this? Have tried that? And we were like in the same situations.
Yes. And I'll never forget when I saw your video, and it was like, I saw that you were pregnant. I left your voice.
She was crying, literally crying.
I was just like, I am so happy for you. I was like, this is amazing. So yeah. But so what was my question?
No worries. What inspired you to start your blog?
Okay, so when I first started was in 2017. This was Instagram was like the thing, and YouTube. So I started.
remember.
Remember, there's no Instagram stories, nothing. If you want video, you go to YouTube.
Yeah.
So I started my YouTube channel.
Wow.
Yes, I still have it up. I haven't posted anything yet, and I'm motivated now to start doing YouTube shorts.
Girl, this woman, she's in TikTok. She posts I don't know how many times a day. And also she posts on Instagram and also has a business. And she's a mom. And she always looks fabulous and also workouts. I'm like, how you do?
I'm trying so hard. I try to look like it's easy. Make it look, but it's not. It's really hard.
You make it look easy, really.
I know it's so hard. But you know what? I do all this so I don't lose myself.
Yeah.
Because that's, to me, the most important.
Me too.
But yeah, I started with my YouTube. I would get my professional, because I'm also a photographer. I would get my professional camera. I wanted everything to look perfect. And I would do Instagram photos, YouTube videos. And I had to put at least one video on YouTube a week, maybe two.
For how long did you do it?
I did that for, I would say, like 6 months. And then and then I had to, it was overwhelming. YouTube, for anyone that wants to start.
So we're talking about like 20, almost 30 videos?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So YouTube is very hard when it comes to like the filming, the editing. You have to know like the editing, and just to make it very catchy. Instagram was just a lot more easier.
Of course. I started with YouTube too.
I know, I think
I did 2 videos for me and I was like, that's not for me. I'm sorry. I'm out.
It's really hard. And back then, I did it 2017 and 2016. Remember, like the guru YouTubers, makeup artists.
I would follow them, and I would see like, oh my God, they were to Thailand that Tarte, and I was like, I want to go to Thailand with Tarte.
And that's how I learned to put makeup on, was from those.
Me too.
From those YouTube gurus. So I was like, I loved it. And I would post myself. I was always in my robe, and I would post before I started. I would be like in a gold mask doing skincare, and everybody's like, what do you have? What are you wearing? What is this? So I was like, oh, let me start a page.
Of course.
Because I would see like the regular influencers here and there, and I was like, let me start. And I just started. And this is how my personality is. When I start something, I can't fail. That's
me too.
And
it's a good thing. It is a good thing. We see it as a bad because sometimes we're very hard on ourselves, with ourselves, but it is the best. It is a virtue that not everybody has.
Yeah. I put this mentality in my head of I have to post every day if I want to gain the followers that I want, if I want to, like what I would dream about of working with brands. If I wanted to do all that, I have to post every day.
Me too.
You cannot, I was like, Natalie, you cannot fail. That's been in my first business and in this one as well. I've always been that way.
So you had the photography business before you started your career. Okay.
I'm 38 now. So I started the photography when I was 24. I remember I announced it on my birthday. I'll never forget it, when I turned 24. And then I've had it all these years. Met so many amazing babies and clients and all that. But then during that, I was like, I felt like I was losing myself.
I get it.
Because I love fashion, I love beauty, and I was constantly
You were
working.
always in yoga pants, taking pictures.
My hair in a bun, no make. I was like, this isn't Natalie. Okay. So I was like, let me do something for myself.
Correct.
So I was like, that's when and then people were asking me, what are you wearing? All this stuff.
You know, that's funny because I started the same way. I was like, actually, I'm a mechanical engineer, and I will work as a mechanical engineer where we're like boots and a hard hat and jeans all the time, and like polo shirts, nothing fancy, not at all. And I was like, I hate dressing like this.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like it. So this was a way that I could feel myself and like dress up very nice and cute and record the outfits.
Exactly.
And I was like, okay, this is me playing like a Barbie, but by myself.
No, but it's so true. And you feel good about yourself. And I remember I would have some followers are like, so you just dress up and then you take it all off. You don't go out. I'm like, no, I'm mostly home as for my content. They're like, okay. And I'm like,
so I will go to your house like a random like Wednesday, and I will look at you like that. I will find you like this.
Well, if I'm done, I'll be in my pajamas.
Me too.
My hair and makeup will be done, and and now I'm taking care of Ella, and I'm like all gone. And it's so funny because sometimes she'll look at me and she'll be like, Mom, like I'm like, no, it's Mommy.
I know. It's like even Alessandro yesterday, I had a red lipstick, and he was like,
who are you?
He was like, are you mom?
Yeah.
Like, and I'm like, yeah, baby. And then I went to take it off, and then and he's like, oh, now he recognizing me. I was like, who's this lady with this red lipstick?
I know.
Okay, Natalie. So since this is a podcast to inspire other women, maybe there are other women's like they're home, they don't know what to do for themselves, or they actually are in this business, but they're not constant, or they feel like they're kind of loose because sometimes they post and they forget about posting like 2-3 weeks later. This is something that I very admire about Natalie, that she always posts at the same time every single
You notice?
day. Every single day. It's like I'm very terrible at that. I will post like at 10 a.m. and then I will post next day at 12 and then at 1 and then at 3 and then at 6 and 5. And whatever time I have available, I will post. But Natalie is always at the same time every single day. So what tools do you usually use to get organized, to film your content? What because I know that I've seen you like growing in this business, and I seen like before everything was so curated, like Instagram was, everything was pictures and pictures and pictures, and then became the shorts, like the real story, and then pictures, and then you have a combination, and now everything is recorded at your home.
Yep.
And I really understand that because I feel the same. I've been doing the same thing because it's easier. Before, remember those days that we were like shooting content? You would take, well, for me, I would take even 7 outfits.
Me too.
7 pair of shoes, and then 7 pairs of 7 bags, and
Hire
7
the photographer.
and then hire the photographer, the accessories, everything, and
Change in your car.
it was crazy. And now like it's not only that, it's the driving time and everything. So it's like now I've seen your growing process, and now Instagram has become, and all the social medias, it's like the more natural the better, because people can connect with you.
Yes.
Like I remember before we were like all these perfect curated aesthetic pictures and everything so cute, and now it's like more like into like everything needs to be more natural, because not everybody is like in the. So now in Instagram we're more into real social media. We have more into like we have to show up the way we are. And actually this is something I already told you. You are this way and you're always this way. You're not something, because some people try to pretend something they're not, right? So tell us, what tools do you use to organize yourself? What tools do you use to record yourself? Do you have a planner scheduler or something that helps you to get this social media content creation get better, and also actually to get more efficient?
Well, I'm very simple. I use my phone, my iPhone, which I
do you record with the front camera or the back camera?
I actually do. I know a lot of people love the back camera because they say it's more sharp, but I love my front camera. I haven't had any issues.
Great.
But you can use the back camera, and then they have a thing that they sell where you could see yourself. You attach it to the back, which helps a lot. But I'm very simple. I use my iPhone to film. I film in the if you use TikTok, I always recommend using the TikTok app to record. Yes, because to record, to edit, do everything in the TikTok app, because it helps more with the performance of your video rather than you recording it and editing in another app and putting it in there.
I do that.
I recommend doing it in the app. I recommend anything you type out, make it through the app. It's just better.
But sometimes you have the same video on TikTok, and then you go through Instagram, you have the same on the Reels.
Because I save it off of my TikTok, and then I go post it on my Reels.
And what do you do on the Reels? You don't put the text, and then you go to the Reels and put the text in the Reels.
Exactly. So once I record something, and I know this is gonna go also on my Instagram, and I kind of make it a little bit shorter on my Instagram. I like to keep TikTok longer. They prefer longer content. Instagram prefers shorter content. So before I edit anything on my TikTok, I download it because there's a save button.
Yes.
Save it, and then I already have it. That's my video that's going to go on Instagram, and then I edit my TikTok one.
Wow.
Everything I try to keep separate. And I try to make sure that I have not so similar content on each app. So if I have the same person following me on both apps, they get something different from me from each one.
Okay, that's something different. I wouldn't think about that.
Yeah. So that's something you do. And to remind myself of things, I'll use my notes app. I try to keep it very simple. If I have too many things, it'll drive me crazy.
Me too.
Yeah.
Even you're a mom. And I remember all these, my friends, they were like, oh, have you been recording like the poop and the milk? I was like,
Oh, on the
Can
app?
I record that I take a shower today? Like, I don't have time for that.
Like,
it's like
on those apps?
yes,
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
crazy.
they record the poop, the pee, and the diapers, and I'm like, I cannot record everything. It's like a more like go with the flow.
Go with the flow, yeah.
If I feel like he hasn't peed enough, okay, that would be scary or poop.
And
but
I think I know when my daughter poops.
exactly, but I have friends that they will record everything, even the ounces, the everything. I was like, oh my god, that's too much. And I think that's also for social media. I'm so empiric. I'm not like it has to be so square, so square. It's
Exactly.
like, no, I can't.
Yeah, and there's people that have time that can just wake up and record, but like us as moms, the time that we have is so valuable. So anytime my daughter Ella is down for a nap, so this is how it is. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, the nap time, I work out. And I'm able to wash my hair. Tuesday, Thursday.
So you wash your hair on Wednesday.
On Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Okay.
So then my hair is ready like the next day for Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, sometimes Sunday, where I can, those are my days to record. So when she's down for her nap,
so Tuesday,
Thursday,
and Saturdays.
Saturday, maybe Sunday, just depends.
Okay.
I will record myself. Like tomorrow I plan on recording. So and I get a good hour and a half if she'll give me a good nap.
Exactly. Same as Alessandro.
So there's no, like before when I didn't have a baby, I could just relax. No,
I know, me too.
I try to make sure I have time to record. And you guys always remember to have a list of what you're going to record, products, outfits. Make sure you have everything ready so you don't waste any time. That's what's been so
100%.
important for me. And then go through the apps, see what's trending. You have to figure out what's trending, because if you don't post the stuff that's trending, your videos might not do as well.
I needed to I'm doing this video, and actually I'm taking notes about myself, because it's like I'm gonna rewatch this so many times, because I think something that I'm not into a trend person. But I feel it is very important to grow and to get more
exposure.
Exactly.
Because when it comes to Instagram and TikTok, Instagram is a little bit different. But with TikTok, I've learned so much is that if something's not trending, the app goes off of things that are trending. If your topic, if your whatever is not trending, your video will do okay. But when it's trending, the views you'll get are amazing.
I'm going to copycat your content.
No.
I'm going to be like, okay, she already did the research. Nathalie, you want me to do research of something else? I would do it for you, and then we'd exchange.
Trending sounds, trending things, trending in fashion, anything. You just have, that app, that's what it's mainly for. To go viral, whatever is trending, hop on board, and you hop on it right away.
Wow.
Instagram is just like a different.
Yeah.
I feel like Instagram is like, you have the people that have been following you for a year,
100%. But sometimes I feel like, I don't know if that happened with you, but the way I grew, like I've been growing.
Yes.
My followers have been changing.
Yes.
Because now I'm a mom, and actually after being a mom, I feel more people connect with me than before.
Oh my God, me too. Yes.
Okay,
before I was
I'm
like,
not alone.
I was like, where were all these random people? They're like, oh, I've been following you for years. I'm so excited about your baby. And I'm like, why haven't you said anything before?
Exactly.
Now they're so excited to talk to me about mom stuff.
Yes. Oh, have you tried this for teething? Yes. Have you tried this for? And I'm like, where have you been?
I know.
It's like, oh, you followed me for a long time. Wow, I didn't know that.
Because I honestly feel like Instagram, I love Instagram, but people, they like follow you, but they're shy. They're very shy.
And I'm like, don't be shy. We're normal people. Please interact with us.
TikTok, nobody's shy on TikTok.
Oh my God. TikTok the other day, somebody gave me a comment, and I was like, please, that's postpartum. Be nice. Like,
yeah.
It's like, relax. It's like, nobody's perfect.
Yeah, I recommended a mascara, and someone goes to me, you should go to jail. That mascara is horrible. I was like, thank you very much. I don't comment back. I'm just like.
No, I would be like, that's postpartum. Thank you. I mean, what can I say? I won't be.
No, you shouldn't.
We're not that type of people, but it's like, oh, please. So in TikTok, people is not shy at all. So be careful what you put.
You have to have a very you have to just be very confident in yourself. When you see something negative, I always ignore. When my videos go viral and people are fighting or people start saying mean I ignore everything.
Oh my God, no. The other day somebody took it very personal.
Yeah.
and she started to comment every single comment of my followers
What?
and comment back. And that was in Instagram. And I was like,
Yeah.
lady, if that was on you, you took it very seriously. But honestly, what
Oh, I think I know which video
yeah,
I saw.
remember?
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? The only people that you're beneficiating is myself,
I know,
because
'cause
you're actually giving more exposure.
You're
Thank
making-
you.
you're
Love
making
you.
my video go viral.
Yeah, making the video viral, but thank you. And this was so much fun. Okay, something that something that I really love is like you keep your family very like private, and I love that. It's like you have been growing a lot, and actually your family is very private. Like your husband, you barely see him on.
Yeah, I always make monthly balloon videos with Ella, and I go, babe, do you want to be in her 1 year next month? The video with as a family. He's like, are you posting it on social media? And I was like,
Please.
I was like, yeah. And he's like, I don't know. He doesn't like. Sometimes I'll sneak him in, but he doesn't like it so much. But I do post Ella because I feel like once I did, everyone was like, we want more
She
of
has
her.
the most beautiful girl ever. Like she's
your
my
boy-
daughter-in-law.
Yeah, we're ready. They're
If you
ready
don't
to be
know,
married.
she's taken. Okay, Alessandro took her
Yeah.
before even.
We already decided it. They have no choice.
Before even born.
Yeah.
I was like, if I have a boy, he will be the boyfriend.
We already did it.
Yeah.
So people always ask, and I feel like she's a star now.
Yeah, she is.
Once I post her, they're like, "Oh my god!"
She's the
Everyone comes
star.
out to comment, and yeah,
Yeah, she's the star. So tell me, how did your husband support your business?
he has been so supportive. He was actually the one that pushed me to start the photography business. Even before that, I had a food blog. I would cook and post.
No way.
I did. And I would take pictures of it. And that's when I got into the baby photography. He was always pushing me. And then when I told him that I was like, oh, I'm going to start going to events again, he was like, wow, that's so good. You can network. So he's very, how would I say, just very supportive. He always wants me to do well. So yeah.
That's so nice. I really love that, because I always say this in this podcast. It's like the people, your inner circle, it really matters.
It does.
It really
100%.
matters, because they will be the first one to judge you when something's not good, because my husband's like, oh, you should do this next time, don't do that, like next time do this better, you know what, you can improve in this. Even my sister, she's always
Yeah.
even sometimes if I'm not sure, I was like, hey, can you check on this?
Ask me.
Okay, I will ask
Don't
you
worry,
too.
ask me.
But because she's like, even that we are 3 years apart, I feel like she has more the perspective of the next generation. And that's something that I really sometimes don't take in consideration, because we're more like Gen Z.
Yeah.
No, millennials.
Millennials.
We're millennials. And the Gen Z, they do things so different. Now I realized yesterday I have this tip that we should record people. Like if you're recording somebody else, 0.5, okay?
Oh.
And the camera very close. So that's something very new. I was like, really? I didn't know about that. So it's like they do the things so different like us, that we're like more... They're so different.
They are so different. And how
So-
we pose is different.
It's so different. Even the captions, the stories,
Captions,
everything.
the
So,
fonts,
yeah. So
everything.
I asked my two sisters, they're younger than myself, and I'm like, can you check on this? I'm doing it right. And they're like, this is something trendy. And they will even send me videos and inspiration. So I think the closer circle, the inner circle is very important for us as the content creators. And because sometimes social media could be hard. And
Yes.
it's very important to have your safe space, like your safe family place that you can feel comfortable no matter what's going on outside in their social media, right?
Have you ever posted a video and then like posted it and then got off the app and just like, I'm not going to check it until tomorrow?
Yes.
I've done that a few times because I'm just like, I'm scared to even look if it did well. Like it is a scary.
It is scary, even for myself when I started, because something that I always say is like, I want to keep myself real. And
Yeah.
after postpartum, like after I have my baby, I post like next day or second day with my everything cushy, whatever.
I was in labor and I was posting a video and I didn't tell anybody I was in labor, only my friends. And my friends were like, aren't you
In
having
labor?
a baby? I'm like, I have to still post content.
Oh my God. So it's like, I was so scared to post my body after, because even for myself, I would see myself in the mirror, and it was like, I don't recognize this girl anymore.
No.
But it was nice, because also people connect with me in
Yeah.
the way that was like, every girl posts like, oh, after labor they're like no belly at all, and it's like it's so nice to have somebody else to relate and keep it real, you know.
Exactly.
So yeah, sometimes those days I will post and I will leave my phone because I was scared.
It is scary, and you don't know who will judge you. But the thing is, postpartum is so hard.
It is so hard.
No, you know what? I've worked with kids for so many years, and I told all the moms when I would see them, why didn't you tell me postpartum was so hard? No one really talks about it.
Nobody.
And I did not care. I told everybody how hard it was.
Yeah, I remember before.
I did not care.
If I was like having my baby in a month, and you were like 2 months already with
I
Ella,
told you.
and she told me, and
I go,
she's like,
"Heads up."
prepare yourself,
Yes.
talk about it, don't keep anything. It's like, okay, you prepare me very well, actually.
Yeah, because I went through a depression because I kind of was mourning my old self, but I was learning that my new self is this beautiful new self.
Exactly.
I'm still Nathalie, but I'm a mom. And
It's a new beautiful
it's a
version.
new beautiful version of my old self. But the mourning of your old self is rough. And then I had postpartum anxiety, postpartum depression for like 5 months. But I always
Wow.
pretended I was like, everything's fine. But I would tell everybody, you never warned me. And it was very difficult.
Yeah, I remember talking to you. Are you okay? Everything's good?
I wish
Let me
someone
know.
gave me a heads up.
Yeah.
Because everybody seemed like everything goes back, you have a baby, but everything goes back to normal. No.
No, it's not.
You look at yourself in the mirror, you're like, this isn't me. Yeah.
It was hard.
It was very hard.
Even sometimes I would see myself and I'm like, I'm not going to look because I'm going to cry.
Oh, I know. I would hide in the
Me
shower
too.
or the mirror.
Me too. Me too. I will hide in the mirror. Okay. Give me 5 apps that you cannot live without.
CapCut.
Okay.
I edit.
I edit.
No.
Okay.
I
I edit.
CapCut.
That's a new app that
I would say that CapCut's my main one. 5, that would be pretty hard. I mean, obviously TikTok and Instagram.
Yeah, because you edit in the app as well.
In the app as well.
Something to organize yourself.
My notes.
Only notes.
Only notes.
Calendar?
And my alarm.
Okay.
And my calendar. Yeah, and that's it. I don't.
Do you use like notes in like digital calendar, or you use
the one on the iPhone? I'm telling you, I keep it very simple.
Okay.
Even with my photography business, put my
And how do you manage to keep both business, like the photography and the content creator? Do you still do it? Sorry.
Yes, because so at the moment I paused with the photography. I was like, I can't lose myself. My clients need me. I rushed back in, and then I realized how much I missed my daughter and how much with the timing and finding someone to watch her, all that, it was a lot. So I rushed back in. I did it for a couple months, and now I'm like, you know what? I want to enjoy her a little more. Exactly. And everyone told me, they're like, oh, I took a year, I took 2 years, however long it takes, it doesn't matter. I was just like, I want to enjoy her a little more, and I'll still do my my Instagram, my content, all that. But yeah, I will be back. But yes, because
yeah,
I'm a workaholic.
Okay, me too.
Even though I'm a Taurus and they call us lazy, I still like to work. But
people don't understand how much work we do until they see us,
or
they live with us,
or they try to do it themselves.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it's when you want something though, you'll do anything.
Yeah, I always say, and this is a tip that I always say to anybody that wants to create a business, it's like you have to love it.
Yes.
If you don't love it, it won't last.
You have to do it for the love of it, and you have to do it also. People don't realize, if they really want to grow, you have to do it for your audience.
Correct.
A lot of people post for themselves, but it's pretty much you're serving the community that is growing with you, and what they want is what you need to give them.
Beautiful. Love that. So I'm gonna close with that because I think that's something beautiful. But also, what would you say to the Nathalie 10 years ago?
Oh my God.
That you would like to hear from her? From you now. Sorry.
From me now, I would say, oh my God, because I had my baby. So Nathalie 10 years ago actually did not want to have kids.
Oh.
Yes. Wow. Yes, I did not. I was in a space where I was like, Nathalie first, boss babe, I don't have time for kids. I would say
time will come.
No, that one day you're gonna realize that that's something that you'll probably I realized I would probably regret that decision. And one day I woke up and I was just like, I want to have a baby. And I asked my husband, I'm like, what do you think? And he goes, let's do it.
Ay, tan bello.
Yeah. And then I would just say the best is yet to come, because my life without her is,
I know. I feel you.
yeah.
It's a different love.
It's a different, it's a kind of love that hurts.
Yeah, it does.
Like it hurts so much because you love him so, yeah. So I would tell Natalie that keep pushing, keep working. You're amazing, but the best is yet to come. Yeah.
Oh, love it. Love that. So thank you so much for watching oh my God. Dream Chaser Diaries. I hope that you like this episode, and don't forget to share and like and subscribe. And don't forget to follow Natalie. She's amazing. We're going to put all your social media here. But I'm so excited. Thank you.
No,
thank you. Thank you. I think this episode was super special.
I know.
Very, very special. And I can't wait to see you next time. Bye-bye. Ciao, ciao.